African Diaspora Union, AFRIDU, presents the African 12 Apostles, men that laid down their lives for the peace of Africa, men who sacrificed and committed their lives to the empowerment and dignity of the African man, men who fought for the African freedom from enslavement, men who gave liberty to the bonded in Africa. Without them, there will not be African independence, freedom, and human rights. Dr. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Dr. Nelson Mandela, fondly called Madiba, is a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary and politician who served as the first South African black president from 1994 to 1999. He and Oliver Tambo established South Africa's first black law firm, Mandela and Tambo. In 1993, he won the Nobel Peace Prize, and on May 10, 1994, he was inaugurated South Africa's first democratically elected president. Considered to be Africa's greatest man, he was born on 18th July 1918 and died on 5th December 2013. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, born the 24th September 1909 and later died on the 27th April 1972, was the leader of Ghana and its predecessor state, the Gold Coast, from 1951 to 1966. Overseeing the nation's independence from British colonial rule in 1957, Nkrumah was the first president of Ghana and the first prime minister of Ghana, an influential 20th century advocate of Pan-Africanism. He was a founding member of the Organization of African Unity and was the winner of the Lenin Peace Prize in 1963 and voted by some as Man of the Millennium. Chief Jomo Kenyatta. Chief Jomo Kenyatta was the leader of Kenya from independence in 1963 to his death on 22nd August 1978, serving first as the Prime Minister 1963 to 1964 and then as President in 1964 to 1978. Born in 1989, he is considered the founding father of Kenyan nation. He was a well-educated intellectual who authored several books and is remembered as a Pan-Africanist. He is also the father of Kenya's fourth president, Uhuru Kenyatta. Dr. Patrice Emery Lumumba. Dr. Patrice Lumumba, aka Okitasambo, was born on 2nd July 1925. He helped found the broad-based movement National Congolese (MNC) in 1958, later becoming the organization's president. He was a Congolese independence leader and first democratically elected Prime Minister of the Republic of Congo after he helped win its independence from Belgium in June 1960. He died by execution of firing squad on January 17, 1961. Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Chief Obafemi Awolowo, born on the 6th of March 1909 and later died on May 9, 1987, was a Nigerian nationalist, political writer and statesman. His first name, Obafemi, means the king loves me, and the surname Awolowo, the source of his nickname, Awo, means the mystic commands honor. He was an active journalist and trade unionist as a young man. As leader of the group, he represented the Western region in all the constitutional conferences intended to advance Nigeria on the path to independence. He was the first leader of government business and minister of local government and finance, and first premier of the Western region under Nigeria's parliamentary system from 1952 to 1959, and was the official leader of the opposition in the Federal Parliament of Nigeria. Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda. Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, also known as KK, was a Zambian politician born on the 28th April 1924 and died on the 17th June 2021. He served as the first president of Zambia from 1964 to 1981. He was at the forefront of the struggle for independence from British rule. Dr. Benjamin Nnamdi Azikiwe. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, popularly known as Zik, was one of the leading figures of modern Nigerian nationalism. He was head of state of Nigeria from 1963 to 1966. He served as the second and last governor general from 1960 to 1963 and the first president of Nigeria from 1963 to 1966, holding presidency throughout the Nigerian First Republic. He was born in November 16, 1904 and died in May 1996. Dr. Julius Cambridge Nyerere. Dr. Julius Nyerere was a Tanzanian politician who served as the first president of Tanzania and previously Tanganyika from the country's founding in 1961 until his retirement in 1985. In 1961, on independence, Dr. Julius Nyerere was elected Tanganyika's first prime minister, and following the declaration of a republic in 1962, the country's first president. He was born on April 13, 1922 and died on 14 October 1999. Alhaji Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. Alhaji Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa was a Nigerian politician and the only prime minister of an independent Nigeria, born in December 1912 and died in January 15, 1965. Nigeria coup. Originally a trained teacher, he became a vocal leader for Northern interests as one of the few educated Nigerians of his time. He was also an international statesman, widely respected across the African continent as one of the leaders who encouraged the formation of the Organization of South African Unity, OAU, nicknamed the Golden Voice of Africa because of his oratory. He stands as one of only 3 national heroes of the Nigerian nation. Dr. Chris Hani. Dr. Chris Hani was born Martin Tambaza Hani in June 1942. He was the leader of the South African Communist Party and chief of staff of Okomto Wesizwe, the armed wing of the African National Congress, ANC. He was a fierce opponent of the apartheid government in South Africa. He was assassinated on 10th April 1993. Dr. Robert Gabriel Mugabe. Dr. Robert Mugabe was a Zimbabwean revolutionary and politician who served as Prime Minister of Zimbabwe from 1980 to 1987 and then as President from 1987 to 2017. Born on the 21st of February 1924 and died on the 6th September 2019. He was known as one of the leaders of the National Liberation Movement against white minority rule in Zimbabwe. Dr. Stephen Bantu Biko. Dr. Stephen Biko was an anti-apartheid activist in South Africa in the 1960s and 1970s. As a student leader, he founded the Black Consciousness movement, which would empower and mobilize much of the urban black population. Stephen Bantu Biko, born 18th of December 1946 and died 12th September 1977 in police custody, is known as a martyr of the anti-apartheid movement. While living, his writings and activism attempted to empower black people, and he was famous for his slogan, "Black is beautiful," which he described as meaning, "Man, you are okay as you are. Begin to look upon yourself as a human being." People who do not know where they come from will not know where they are going. Come and witness the African Liberados and Grand Protectors investiture as the African 12 Apostles in Abuja, Nigeria, at the International Gathering in honor of the Africans in Diaspora, 6th Region, from 1st to 6th October 2024. Africa, our motherland.